this. This interferes with a lot of other things. If you're full, oh, but you're not. Same problem as the other times. One wagon full, one not. All right, go away. Don't come back. Let's see what this does. Yes, of course, there's a rock in the way. Let's get the center rail down so I can get my train in here, huh? Let's get you. No, let's get you to come here. It's not staying on the track. Swap this out for batteries. Shut off my box for a moment so that this can charge. It will do quite quickly. Do some of this manually. I still am gonna have to figure out power. Power is going to be a bit of a challenge because this has screwed up my placement of large power poles. Power is now going to have to come from the side that is not where the thing of things is. That things of things. Also, I'm probably going to need another copper cable train. Fortunately for me, I blueprinted it. I think so. Oh, you're not connected. That's iron. That's copper. That's wood. I can join the fun. So what do we got going on now? What matters here is the copper cable depth and the blending of the wood and the iron. Now the iron got unloaded a minute ago. I thought I saw the iron train, but I guess not. That's our first blending. But there's no copper on this side. So this is our second blending. And there's copper on this side. And there's some green circuits. All the way to the end. Here comes another copper cable train. What am I missing here? Lamps. Those shouldn't be blue. These are unloaders. This is supposed to be red. What else have I screwed up here? I want to take a look at my unloaders. Oh, that's red. It's about a copy pasta failure. Looks like it's mostly working. And it is barely keeping up. I like the concept of Blade Runner music, but I'm not liking the implementation of this channel. You are at 13,000, so soon you will be there. We're gonna find something like this. All right. Next up, a train that has green circuits in it. Do I already have one of these? I don't think so. The one thing we know is that you're going to go here until you are full. So you might as well go there. And then I will make a fake copy of your unloader. And I will change its name to Unload. And I will set you to go there. Wait until you are empty and inactive. And then I will take a blueprint of you. You are a locomotive with a wagon that carries green circuits. There you go. And the whole thing falls apart because I can't get enough iron. Because it says destination full on the iron. It says destination is full on the iron because it says destination is full on the iron because I have too many irons. And why are you? So this is an iron loader, and I have 5 trains with this stop, and I have 2 trains. Now the unloader, I have What are you saying is your destination here, buddy? Because I didn't quite pick up what you were putting down there. Right there. Okay. So this is one of your destinations, and you're not wanting anything because you've still got 20,000. There are 5 stops called unloader, or there are 13 stops called unloaders. This is a big mental shift for me, and I don't know what to do about it. This is bad. Because, what's going on here is that I've only got 5 trains to service 13 stops, which is really tough. Because if the factory was busy, I wouldn't have enough trains. But when the factory slows down, I don't have a place for the trains to go to get out of the way of the trains that are loaded. So we have this one here, this electronic circuit unloader. It can't get into an iron loader because there's a train sitting in those two. But the iron loader won't leave because there's a train sitting in the iron plate unloader. And the other ones don't want any because the factory isn't working. So I have a station lock. And if I decrease the number of trains, I'm not going to have enough when the factory is running. The whole base. So the only way to fix that is to allow a train to have more than one. Train stop, I think, is to have a train stop requesting more than one, right? Because you should be requesting a train. You are. But according to Factorio, there's already a train here. Even though you want to leave, you haven't left. You're still in this station. So another train can't come here. So the only way I can get another train here is if you have somewhere else to go that is willing to accept you, which would mean a larger stacker, which I don't want to do. Is that how big do I make the loading stackers, right? 30, 50, 100? I don't know. I can't math that. How big do I make the unloading stackers? 1. Just enough to be able to get this one out so a full one can get in. But how do I design something here that uses an unloading stacker for each resource that is not god-awful huge and doesn't cause a train to just sit there? This is a challenging one here. This is going to require... Well, it's going to require some refactoring. And some space. And some time. And some money. Whole lots of time. Whole lots of money. It's a reference to a Roy Orbison Jr. song. So first thing I'm going to do is get this out of my way because it kind of clogs my vision. I'll figure out what to do with that or how to get it there in the future. Secondly, is I need a train on rails. Not a diagonal. I need one of these trains that is this size. So I have the actual size of a stacker. So I know just how big this crap's gotta be. So that's a corner. Now, mind you, this station is already way wider than my other stations, which I don't like. I don't want my stations to be wide. I want them narrow and long, aligned with their belts. It just occurred to me that when I go to blue belt, this whole collision, this thing's gonna just, it's worthless. Put them too close together. The whole purpose of doing this design this way was so that I could just lift these two belts out, extend these furnaces out, and make the whole thing longer because I've gotten blue belts and I can put more furnaces here. Ain't gonna do that now. Didn't space things out far enough. I would have had to have spaced them out so that the copper would fit here. Then they could interweave, and then the iron would have to interweave with that. So instead of one tile, I would have one power pole gap. I would have to have like two. So this thing should have gone instead of here. It wouldn't go here. It would go maybe here. Probably not. Doesn't look like it fit. So it'd have to go here. And then it could be that long. So the gap distance would have to be as if you were inserting another one in between these. It means that this iron should have been one full slot lower. Bummer. Anyhow, other than gears, which is already massively wide, and maybe I need that for train issues anyways, right? Alright, so let's assume that this is going to happen farther down. Let's also assume that we're going to have to accept things coming in either direction on this. Not quite like that, but because I can't split off like that. That's 2 stackers. Now for a smaller one, this is going to be Teravad. Now I'll signal that so that this is in and that's out. For a smaller build, like let's say this one, well, let's mock that up, huh? Let's take you. Yeah, and we'll set you aside. Yeah. We'll take the idea that we're going to run you straight down as your input. We'll take the length of this train and we'll say, hey, look, you don't fit. Also, this gives us no stacker for here. Which is arguably pretty important. I mean, that's the loading stacker. Do we need, though, a loading stacker if we have unloading stackers? I would say maybe not. Also, that one that I built that has reverse, the copper cable, this falls apart completely on that. Because I got no chance to put a stacker here then. I would probably turn it into this. Also, instead of this blender, I probably should have just set these to be inside, outside, near, far, near, far, near, far, sort of thing. But
for you,
Cyclomactic, hey man, how's it going? Thank you. I thought you were gonna do some Starfield. I was kind of looking forward to seeing that. It says you were doing Factorio, though.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
I'm kind of, well, first off, I'm playing Cities of Earth with Krastorio2, and I'm doing an outposting design after what Dosh did, where I'm building things. Couldn't seem to stop. I know the feeling. Oh, so I'm doing everything as a little small train outpost, which is what Dosh did. So I even have this shield your eyes if you're sensitive. I have copper cables on a train. 16,000 of them. So unfortunately, I won't make your multiplayer this weekend. For everybody that doesn't directly follow Cyclomactic, he's doing a multiplayer session this Saturday at noon US East. Is that correct? Noon? Yeah, well, hi Silent Storm. In K2, Cyclo, most everything stacks to 200. Ore stacks to 200. I mean, chests don't, but so many things do. Oh, so it'll be 1 o'clock normal time. Noon Central, 1 o'clock for people who have a properly functioning time zone clock and live in the right part of the country or the world. So the challenge I'm running into with these remote things is that I didn't want to spend the real estate on stackers. And so I've got this deadlock going on here where I can't get more iron plates in because the iron plate is full. And so the train, this thing only allows, this one allows for 2, the loader. But the factory is pretty much at a standstill. So the one thing that needs iron plate can't get it because the loader won't leave, the full one won't leave because the empty spot has still got a train in it. So now I've got to revisit all my designs and find a way to force a stacker into every unloader. And I was just discussing whether or not I should bother with a stacker for the loading station or just the unloading stations. Because I'll have, normally, 2 unloading stations and 1 loading station, or 2 unloading stations and 2 loading stations. And each of these has like a refueling train, excuse me, and some bots. Because my paradigm is that unloaders get refueled, trains get refueled at unloading. So I'm looking at this steel beam build, and I'm asking myself, okay, so the green circuit build, it's wide enough because I need so much copper cable. I can justify putting in a single train stacker for the unloaders. How would I fit a stacker for the loader in here and still have output? So I'm kind of thinking, well, I'll make the decision to not do a stacker for the loader. And I'm working through, okay, so if I have no stacker for the loader, this thing's going to go somewhere. And do I get the same potential deadlock in so much as that means that every unloader needs a stacker. And if every unloader can accept 2 trains and has a stacker, which is kind of how I work it. Not really. All of this logic would need to be redone because you don't set yourself up to accept 2 trains. This prevents 2 trains from being called here, and this is only accepting on one side. Have I considered a centralized stacker? I would have to adjust every schedule. Yeah, I considered it. A couple people in chat suggested it over the last several days, and where? Okay. All that travel time. Maybe a localized stacker of some sort, you know? I haven't gotten that far into this that redoing all these builds is that terrible, and I don't care about it that much, so taking the impulse, by the way, this impulse rifle, this thing's great for taking care of full chests that you don't want to have to pick up. It just if there happens to be, I don't know, a full chest of wood or a full row of wood, all of them disappear. Pew pew. Yeah. So, Cyclo, have you decided what your multiplayer session is going to be focused around for Factorio on Saturday? So I know you did some farming just to get Benny to, stop wetting his shorts, which he probably did. Ah, it's a secret. I'm not going to be able to watch it, man. I'll be traveling. I hope it's Cities of Earth. Oh God, I couldn't resist. Alright, so I have a blueprint for a diagonal train here. Well, at least I'm consistent, you know? Well, even if you don't have a theme, even if it's just a matter of getting people together to play, that's priceless right there, man. Just fantastic to be able to do it.
Bye.
Thanks for the alert. Come on now. I'll just keep randomly clicking on things until I get close to what I want. Really? If this is there, then that's got to be there. Okay. That's fine. Well, that's what that stacker would look like. And that's not exactly conducive to a decent sized build. Although it's significantly different than this one. It's about the same height. Not really liking this music either. We'll try this Michael FK. Hopefully it's not too loud. Let me know if the music gets too loud. Well, that doesn't quite work either, does it? Because the alternative The alternative is that I go wide and then come back. I do something like this. Well, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking to myself, you know, so it doesn't have to be perfectly straight or perfectly curved. You can make use of these curves as part of I can use the four rails that are in here as part of my stacker. So if I do that, how far does this get me? Assuming that I have to stop here. That's as good as that's gonna get, right? So that's 3. And that's 3. Now, the nice thing there is that none of this changes then, because it's not really in the way there. Of course, I can't flip this because guess what? It's got signals. Wouldn't want to flip it anyways, that would be wrong. But I do need to signal this now because I don't want trains coming here. So this has to be outbound only. This would remain for the fuel. Unless we know I can't put that stop at a diagonal. Although that would be nice. So what's this physically look like in terms of size compared to what it has today? If we put these signals at their closest to where they would be for that. Let's see. it would push it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 tiles. Which is quite a few. 12 rail tiles, which is 24 actual tiles. Something like this. Would barely fit where I currently have it. You wouldn't care. You wouldn't care. Your furnaces, I have a lot of moving to do. Your furnaces. You would no longer fit here, that's for sure. I'd probably have to switch you and you to other sides so that you would fit. So those grinders are fat, yo. Probably redesign you so that you wouldn't do this anymore. You'd unload and feed from the bottom. Well, this is why you're supposed to do stuff in blueprints before you build it. If I take this philosophy and I apply it hang on, just for a moment. So you would go here. How do I not have any of these? So this train is pretty short. It would end up going like that. Not quite, because the locomotive would creep up. But if I switch this to put the locomotive on the other side, around the other side, around the other side. And then I nestled it in like that. Or nestled it. Wrestled. Rustled. Rustled potatoes. Russet potatoes. Yeah, you don't rustle potatoes, you have russet potatoes. So I'd have to get it power somehow. But I obviously don't have any lamps either. That would be that. How would that even work? Do I still have that wagon? Yeah, I do. That would be some tripped out stuff if I got that to work. Holy butts. Under the bleachers would see more butts. Is that legit? Is that what I would do? If I actually do this? It would shorten this. Interesting how these are big blobs, little blob. Because yeah, there's no reason to have the train sit out there if I've got to build this big stacker like that. So for over here, it would be that.
For you!
Big style! Thank you. How are you, man? I've got another tab of me open now because I had you open.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Okay. How are you, pig? Or style? You styling? Be right back. So, I have created a situation where I need to add stackers to each of my builds. Kind of sucks. How am I going to tell this thing that it needs 2 when it only has 1? So the one near the station is going to be 16, and the one away from the station is 32. And then you have to go away. And then you each have to just be I. But now I need this. Now you're going to be wrong, because you'll be back to 16. And I need red and green across that gap. I don't have red and green across the gap over here either, so... Well, you're an unloader. I wouldn't want unloaders to be crossing that gap anyways. Crap. Well, if I did this as a traditional unloader instead of a single-sided unloader, first off, might as well change these because I ain't going back. Let's check my wiring. That's fine. You should be each 16, each checking this side. Red, info, 121, unload I. Alright, that's the unloader.
I just want to go back.
I don't want you to build that, you jerks. I can delete these 6. Alright, blueprints. Unloader. There's the faceless. So, save off this. Delete all of this because I don't trust it. These 3 and paste them. And then I guess what I have to do is blend these four into two. I'm pretty sure a 4-to-2 balancer is pretty straightforward. Interesting. And then I don't need these. Then I need this, which means I now have a rail in the way, which makes me very, very unhappy. I've got the space, and I've got nothing else to do. Save this off. Delete it. Go get the blueprint for an unloader. Put this back. Wish I could see these values. 16, 16. Yeah, this one would be 16, 16 because it's either side. Whereas this one, excuse me. I don't trust it anymore. This is copper cable unloading. There we go. And before I get distracted and forget, Jesus fires. I specifically told you not to do that, and you did it. How do you not fit? Oh, because that's too high. You are in logistics mode. You cover both. Let's try this again. But you're not for here, and you're not for here. Yeah, like whatever, huh? Oh crap, those are signals wrong. These are input lanes. Well, not fully signaled yet. I think I need all that. I don't like that I need all that. I have no idea if I need that. That's an outbound lane for you. You don't need to do that on that side, but for consistency, I want them. Why are you here? Man, you need to be here, huh? Why aren't you here? You have failed me. Fine, we'll key it that way. That's inbound, right? And that's going to be inbound. And this is going to be outbound. And that's outbound. And that's outbound, and that's inbound. And I know I can't flip these. But I'm looking for consistency of placement, and it doesn't even come close. It's on the left and on the right, not even the same. So on this side, I don't need it here. I need it out here. On that side, I need it on the inside. Big fat whatever. I don't think I can whatever loud enough for this build right now. Right? Because that's how that goes in this network. You go there, and you go there, and you're there. God, I hate it. Alright, so I've done that. Yep, it's janky. I don't even want to think about how I'm going to do the steel build with its coke. I guess I should just add coke to either side of it, right? Well, I guess I better get on my horse and go redo this build. Yeah, you don't have a destination. What we're going to do is we're going to temporarily take this scrap train and we're going to move it out of the way. We're going to take that green train and we're going to move with the scrap trains and dump all those electronic circuits into the net at the home base. Then we'll take this apart and make sure no trains get here. We'll send you off to, before we do that. Okay. Now the train that started to pull out that is now broken. That has no path. Yes. Then I pull my scrap train in. I do this again. Seems like I just did this. I know there's an inserter in the way, that's why I shift clicked it.
clear all this out. We'll grab a bunch of just plain old speed inserters. Slapping them down, slapping them down. Try to be careful to not pick up the power poles. Seriously thinking about just shooting those chests. I'm seriously thinking about it. Oh yeah, you were supposed to just go here. Son of a gun. Now I gotta find a place to park you. Inactivity and item count is greater than 0. Well, no, you'll only call a train when you've got something. That's the design model.
That's unfortunate, but on back. Probably gonna run out of space in this base again. Yep. Need to find a place to store a bunch of crap that isn't gonna get in my way. Yes. do your job. How much of you am I putting up with? I don't need all that. No, that's garbage. Just unload, I don't care if you're balanced. You know what? I give up. I need my mower back. How much stuff do you have on you? Clear all this crap out. Start over. Getting the impression that I'm not going to be patient for this much longer. give you one more train. Anything left at the next train? Dead. Alright, one more try on this monstrous green circuit assembler. I gotta wait till I can rip this out. Close enough.
For you!
Zemo! I had you opening a window. How's it going? Was that about 120 hours on your thing now?
Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
I hope you're still having fun with that SEK2 run. Well, I'm here in the United States, taking over the eastern side of it, pretty much. Destroyer capsules for the win. Nor yet. I'm doing a segmented modular build where everything gets its own space, pretty much. Because I don't quite understand how K2 works. So the safest thing for my brain is to make a little outpost for each one. So I've got one for iron smelting, one for pipes, one for engines. I haven't gotten to the real technical stuff. I mean, I've got one for coke, so I can do steel. Here's some gears. There's some beams. So I'm doing a, tree and branch design. No loops. Loops are bad in Kai. I'm going to turn off all these stations so that nobody tries to come here till I get built. I'm going to bring my builder train here. Except for I can't, because spots are jacked. Build this. Well, that screws up that power line. And it screws up that power line. And that power connection. And that power connection. Basically, that's the closest power connection I can get. That's a bit rough. All right. I know I'm going to need some power connections, but we'll see how it goes. Maybe third time's a charm on building this. Maybe I'll get it right this time. Anybody else still missing? Nope. Well, I'll send you home. You would go to your loader if you could, but you can't, so you aren't. You don't have power in any way, shape, or form. Well, that's fascinating. You both came to the same one, and so now you won't unload. Because you wouldn't come to this one, because it wasn't functional. So now I'm going to get double unloading on it. Jesus. On that side. Yep. Well, one side's gonna work. Well, the stackers work. These trains are smoking now. Hey, it went to the other side. How cool is that? You aren't a very fast loader. I need to upgrade you. I'm gonna temporarily change you to like 3,000. Just to get the train here, and I'll change you back. Lots of green lights, although there's some red here. That's just copper cable. That'll saturate eventually. There we go. Alright, well, we're going to take this train back. Turn off our bots. So, rather than do another one of those. So this is a center load. See, this one's backwards. There's two of them that are like this. What I do here for stackers. If I do this and I treat it like the other ones, then I'm going to unload twice as much copper as I need. If I do it the other way, then I don't have a stacker for the unloader. The other design would be to design one that, where do you throw this one? That looks like this and just takes advantage of, this position. Well, let's focus on what I should build next. How about the green circuit unloader? And then I can take green circuits out of here. Who's feeding green circuits? You are. Let's start shutting you off. Who else would I? Hey. And iron. Oh yeah, I was supposed to talk there, wasn't I? Sorry. Alright, so when it comes to this unloader, green circuits, I'm probably going to do a double unloader. And what matters here is that I can get the T-junction, right? Am I right? So this is going to be a green circuit unloader when it goes live. I have a green circuit loader, so I'm going to copy this. Don't want to paste it here yet because I don't want the train coming in. You will unload electronic circuits. You will unload them in this direction. You will get power. Now this is going to be 4 belts of green circuits, and I'm only currently supported 2, but I split it a couple times. Who knows, I might not need that many. But balancers. This is the ideal balancer for this situation. Yep. Like this. Goes like here. I'm gonna move forward a little bit so that it will allow me to do this. And then if I need to bring it down to only 2, then I will. But yeah, it's ready to go. Cool. That one's done. Don't have plastic done. Then again, you're not using plastic, but you are using plastic. I don't have iron sticks done. Then again, I don't like these things anyways. Whatever the frick they are. I don't have plastic done because plastic needs petroleum gas. I don't have petroleum gas on a thing. This is empty now. I can go look at that and maybe get rid of it. Replace it with something. What is it supposed to be making? Make silicon. Yeah, I've got silicon. I did that part. Don't need this fuel down here anymore. A little bit of stone coming out of there. Might need to turn that back on. Alright, so you are some stuff that is apparently still being used. Whatever the frick that is. Silicon. Oh, I have an unloader for it here. I just never enabled it. Okay, good. I am out of stone pretty much, which puts me out of sand. Being out of sand puts me out of chlorine, which would put me out of magic metal. I'm not too worried about it. This crystal meth doesn't seem to get used very much. The thing is that this unloader is in a spot where I'm just like, what am I doing? I got all this stuff right here. So if you unloaded and went straight, I wouldn't be all that happy with it. You need to get to here. So I think where you're going to unload and traverse is going to be right there. Except for not like that. Then I need to put that rail back down, which I should have had down already, because there's no reason for it to not be there. That looks better. Oh, look. Gray stuff. Engines only come through on one side? No. Engines didn't get through. All right. Next thing to make somewhere else. Some intermediate that I actually want to make. It doesn't involve fluids yet, because I don't feel like jumping onto that bandwagon. Those who are new, tomorrow's my last day for a week. You can always catch my stuff on YouTube, High Speed Games. Links in the bio. Who's going to use trees now? I think the answer is nobody's using trees now. I don't see any if I had Code Green's belt visualizer, that would help. I don't think trees are being used anymore. Let's go up and play with that a little bit. Something's being built to see the green circuits working. I might just blow this up. I really might. Because getting all those trees somewhere else will be a challenge. Atmospheric condenser. You don't need belts. How do I know how long it's going to take one of these to fill a train? What are you used for? You're used for this. You're used for nitric acid, which is a fluid tanker, which again I don't have an answer for.
Oh boy, that just got out of hand quick. Oops. That was the wrong button. Wow, those greens ran out fast, didn't they? Alright, let's pick that up and get the replacements in place then.